Right guys, welcome to part 2 of the van tour. We've done the outside and now we'll do the inside and show you what it's like. A lot of jobs that need doing still, but the latest addition is the 12-volt television. Bought it from Amazon, really good. It's on Netflix at the moment, watching Shrek. We all like a bit of Shrek. I've ran a 12-volt wire from the battery to one of, oh shit, I've pulled the telly out, never mind. But ran a 12, is that my kettle boil? Oh god, that was quick. Priorities first. Priorities. Oh yeah, cup of tea. Cup of coffee. Yeah. Right, I'll go back to that television in a second. Can't work without me coffee. Right, okay. Right guys, where was I? Oh yeah, 12-volt telly. I've just unplugged it by mistake. I've pulled the 12-volt supply out from there. It's just a wire straight from the battery, got a 3-amp fuse straight to a cigarette lighter socket, and it runs right to the battery. I'll turn that back on in a second. Seating area. There we go, nice big L-shaped seating area. This actually turns into a double bed. 2 people can easily sleep on there, comfortable. Now these cushions are an old-fashioned 80s caravan cushions, so I've bought all these covers from Amazon to cover it, just to make it bring it up. There you go, to make it look a bit more modern. This is all old style 80s or even 70s stuff. So these covers were just off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description, but be aware if you're buying these, they're coming from China and they do take about 3 weeks. This is a 2-seater cover, a tenner. You can get a 1-seater for £8 and a 3-seater for, I think, 12 quid. So these are 2-seaters if you need that, covered about 4 or 5 foot. Above there, cupboards, still not finished, although I have put the pistons in. I've done that so I can shut them and they stay shut. So I've done a little. Right guys, I've got the telly back on and we've got Shrek back on. I'm happy. Right, when I'm travelling, this has got a hook. I'll show you on the back of the telly. It's got a hook on, just and there, and I just hook that back when I'm travelling. There you go, and it doesn't move. So that's all hooked up. I've also put 240 volts all around. I've got 2 sockets under the bed area that I showed you. I've got 2 sockets up near the telly, and I've got 2 sockets at the back there. So there's plenty of plug sockets, and that all comes from a consumer unit which is under that seat. I'll take that cushion up, I'll lift the seat up, and I'll show you my consumer unit. Well, there's the consumer unit I fitted. Quite easy to fit really. 3 trip-off switches. Going to a junction box, and then 2 coming off the junction box goes to what it says there, toilet socket, which is that one on that wall. One goes to the TV socket, which is if you want to run the TV off 240, there's a socket behind the television. And the other one is the kitchen socket, and the socket just there. There. And I'll show you the kitchen socket when I show you the cooking area. These are dead easy to fit. I've actually got a video on me fitting that. Just a main line in. Dead easy. And these are kitchen sockets. Cooker hob with kettle on, just maybe nice coffee. Sink. Water running alright. I only use that for washing my hands or washing the pots. That's all I use it for. I don't drink from there. Underneath there is the fridge. Now this is only a 240 fridge. Just 240 only. The problem is, when on site, the plug wouldn't reach. Where's the plug? The plug wouldn't reach that socket. I use a little extension. So I'm going to cut that wire off, run a new a new switch over the back of here, and I'll have a switch to switch the fridge on and off around the back. I haven't even got a back on it yet, so that's a job that needs doing. There's the other sleeping arrangements. Bunk beds. You see me build them in an earlier video. A few little Poundland containers. Got a remote in for my TV. Plug sockets, wires. Sun cream because I burnt my legs when I went away. And that's a top bunk. It's a nice thick mattress, just been narrowed down a bit. I was looking for my inverter, there it is. Anyway, bottom bunk, that's the most comfy bed in the van. It's a full size thickness 10-inch mattress. It's narrowed down widthways, but it's a big thick mattress. Everyone fights for that. Kitchen tiles, they're not tiles, they just stick on thin. I think it would have a good effect. You just stick on things. And above there is one of the latest additions I've put in. This was just cheap scrap from B&Q. I just cut 2 squares out of it and stuck it on there. A bit more storage area. Toilet. We'll get to that in a minute. That's a disaster. Oh, these white tiles, just rubbish. They're coming off. They didn't stick. Not like these ones. These were brilliant, these ones. But them ones, rubbish. They're coming off. I'm going to put tongue and groove on there. There we've got toilet light. That is the big lights. And the big lights also work off this switch, which is a dimmer switch. They also work off that, so it's wired to there. And that switch is for the sink. USBs. It's only on 12.1, but don't forget I've got the lights on and the TV. If I turn the lights off, it should go up. There you go. My steps for outside. And my cooler box. That is brilliant. That's 12 volts. Just plug it in. That really works well. That keeps things really cool. No problem at all. So when I'm just running on 12 volts, I just use that. I don't need the fridge. That'll keep your milk, anything, it'll keep everything cool. It really works well. So the main jobs I've got to do is really the bulkhead, the door, the fridge side door there, and the entire toilet I want to redo. And it's working, everything's fine, you can go away. It's just the decor in there is absolute rubbish. The tiles are peeling off the wall. But I have bought some tongue and groove, 5mm thick tongue groove. I'm going to do the whole lot in tongue and groove. A bit like the ceiling. That stuff. I've bought that. It's going to go all the way down the walls, all the way down that side, because this stuff just didn't stick. It's just no good at all. Must have been a cheaper quality stick-on tile, but no worry. The bog still works. And still have a dump if you need one. Little cheap blinds. That's just cheap, but they are blackout and they work well. Well, I say there's not a lot to do. Like I said, I'm 75% through. Just got a cheap carpet down. I was going to put laminate down, but I like the feel of the carpet on your feet, and when that gets dirty, I'll just rear it up and put another one. It only costs a tenner. Roll end from Frank's. Anyway, I'm going to grab my coffee, chill out. I'm going to chill out here and watch a bit of Shrek. You can't beat a bit of Shrek. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next one.